show people who haven't seen Hua Hin before, Hua Hin Beach, or this end of Hua Hin Beach. So just across there is the Hilton Hotel and Soi Binta Bar. And then this is the main walkway into the beach for people that are not staying at beach hotels. You need to be very careful when you book a hotel or a condo Hua Hin that you think's by the beach. The access to the beach has basically been taken over by all the hotels. So a lot of these hotels, you can't get to the beach. You have to find these side sois like this, which isn't an issue at this end of the town. But a little further along, it can be. It really can be. They shouldn't really have done that, but it's happened now. So it's early morning, it's Thursday, it's 9 a.m. But this would normally be very busy this time of year. It's high season, right? It's January, so it would normally be very, very busy down here. I always remember my wife tried to buy a bikini down here. She left the bikini or whatever, she didn't need a bikini. And the price they tried to charge was incredible. And they wouldn't move, they wouldn't barter. There's one of these stores on the right here. This was only 2 or 3 years ago. And my wife started, so she refused to buy it. She refused because she knew that she was overcharging. But it just showed the inflated prices they could get from the tourists down here. There's a lot of Scandinavians and Germans and Brits and Americans. But their families are not spending a lot of money on the night in the bars. They spend their money during the daytime. I mean, I really feel sorry for these people. Basically, their income just disappeared overnight. This is just sort of a typical little thing that I love about Hua Hin. It's very shabby chic, and this is the irony of it. There's one of the best hotels in Hua Hin, Centara Grand, with a Hilton in the background. I don't know if the camera can pick up on it. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, there's a Hilton towering over it. The Hilton was always the best hotel back in the day, but that's not the case now. I think maybe the Marriott, Intercontinental, or the Hyatt, or the Centara. At this end of town, I think the Centara is the best hotel now. But I'm not really sure the motivation for being at this end of town anymore. Certainly not at the moment. Normally the convenience of this end is really good, but there's nothing really happening here on the night times. Those bars are just dead, absolutely dead. So normally you're greeted by ice cream vendors and stuff here. I'm amazed that they're actually all open. And I guess what choice have they got? This is how they've made their living for 20 years or whatever. Have to just try it, right? They were probably hoping for a boom, but we all know what happened there. Let's hope the travel restrictions end soon and people can get amongst their normal lives. These people can get back to making a living. It is normally absolutely packed here. Normally you get to the bottom here and there'll be guys trying to get your kids or your wife onto a horse, take you for a trip up and down the beach. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard the terminology there, but basically they were saying you're drunk by whiskey, Maulao. Be careful not to step over here. So that's just a walk into the beach, and if you haven't got hotel access, this is the way you come through. For me, it's better to pay the extra money to have the hotel access. You have the beach towels, you have the chairs and stuff. You don't have to sit on the public chairs you have to pay for. It's just worth it. It's less hassle. So this used to be the real high end of the beach, but it's not anymore. You see they've got all these deck chair vendors. Just kick off my sandals. Oh, they're talking about me making a video. You know, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, and I have a little knowledge of Thai. I can't speak it, but I pick up some words. But this beach is eroded quite a lot, so this used to be quite a good part of the beach here. But of course, beaches erode, but they built too close to it. 10 or 12 years ago, I remember swimming over there, them rocks, and those rocks were really out at sea, but they're not anymore. The beach has got back. So that's the Hilton there. People will come, you know, pay you $200 and have your food by the beach. Thai ladies in particular like to sit under the umbrellas and just eat food all day. But if you want to sunbathe and run up and down the beach and play volleyball, don't marry a Thai woman. There's two little kids playing sandcastles here. Nice to see. This is actually one of the nicest parts of the beach here. The tide's quite high. Normally the beach is much I think the tide's just going out now. You're not technically allowed to, but people do sit here and have a beer. I have been known to do it myself. The guys sitting here now on the beach are probably expats. Or very early risers. It's mostly Thai people here at the moment, but the Thais won't come to the beach. As a general rule, they don't come to the beach this early. You'll see them turn up just before it gets dark when the sun's low. They don't want to be in the sun all day. I guess the novelty wears off, right? And they like to keep their skin white. So I'm staying way, way, way up there, 3 kilometers down the beach. There is actually a secret beach bar, which is about 1 kilometer from here. I don't know why they kept it secret. I think the expats don't want other people to know about it. But for me, it could be a popular bar. You know, Hua Hin's a strange place, you know, because there's so many rules. Because this was always considered the city of the king, because the last king loved to come here, it was his favorite place. They're much stricter on rules. You can't have things like girls dancing around poles. The police want to close the bars, they just close them. It's as simple as that. You can see it's a pretty narrow beach. I mean, Hua Hin's beach, I like it here, but it isn't the most beautiful beach. It's not like going to one of the islands or something like that. But it's just nice and relaxing. And it's at the right time of the day. You can walk 4 kilometers to the hill up there that's got the temple and the restaurants and stuff. We have to catch it right. You get it the wrong time of the day, and you can get locked in up there. These ladies just been for a ride on the horse, I think. So I'm staying at the Hyatt, which is about 2 kilometers up there. You've got the Marriott up here. I just thought I'd show you the beach. It's at the top end where I'm going to go now. I'm going to take the motorbike back up there. It is quite busy, but it's obviously not like normal times. So the guys out there fishing. The water's cleaner than I remember it, to be honest. But yeah, this is my favorite part of the beach anyway. I think it's a good place to chill and relax. If you're considering Hua Hin, you've never been before, I would do 4 or 5 days. It's probably enough for most people. And it's a good place to stop off if you're going to go to Samui. Most people fly straight to Samui. If you fly to Samui, you can only fly with Bangkok Airlines, because they own the airport in Samui. But it's very expensive. It's, let's say, £200, and as a family, it'll soon end up £1,000 just flying there and back. For me, I would come here for a few days, and then you can get a bus and a ferry, and it takes about 6 hours or something, which is not really that long amount of time. You set off early in the morning and you're in Samui straight away. So that's where I've done it in the past. I have flown from Samui direct to Utapao and Pattaya and to Bangkok. But by the time you figure in all the waiting time stuff, it doesn't save you any time, and it's so expensive. It's much better to take the bus and see a bit of the country. Okay, I'll head back now. This is Hua Hin Beach. It's January 2022. My little piece of paradise. I know it's not everybody's paradise, but I love it here. Coming back to Hua Hin for many years to come, and hopefully retiring here very soon.